David here. I used to think I had the perfect life. A great job, a beautiful home, and Sarah, my wife of 10 years. I thought I knew her inside and out, the way she hummed when she cooked, the little crinkle by her eyes when she laughed. But lately things had felt off. She was distant, always on her phone, smiling at texts that weren't from me. The late nights at the office became more frequent. My mind, against my will, jumped to the worst conclusion. The word cheating echoed in the silence of our home. One evening, I decided I couldn't take it anymore. The suspicion was eating me alive. I came home early, my heart pounding a frantic rhythm against my ribs. I was ready for a confrontation, for tears, for the ugly truth. But the house was quiet. On the dining table, a single plate of my favorite pasta was laid out, still warm. Next to it was a note. My hands trembled as I picked it up. It wasn't a confession. It was an invitation. Dinner, 8 p.m. The Oak Room. Just you and me. We need to talk. Love, Sarah. The Oak Room was where I proposed. My stomach twisted into a knot. Was this her way of ending it where it all began? I drove there, a million scenarios playing out in my head, each one more painful than the last. I walked in and saw her at a corner table looking stunning in a simple blue dress. But her smile didn't reach her eyes. They looked tired, shadowed with a sadness I hadn't let myself see before. I sat down, the air thick with unspoken words. "David," she began, her voice soft, "I know you've been worried. I know you think I'm seeing someone else." She took a shaky breath, and my heart stopped. This was it. "I'm not," she said, looking me straight in the eye. "But I have been lying to you." The relief that washed over me was so intense it almost made me dizzy, but it was quickly replaced by confusion. "Lying? About what, Sarah? The late nights? The constant texting?" She nodded, tears welling up. "My mom," she whispered, her voice cracking. "She's sick, David. Really sick. The cancer is back, and it's aggressive." The world around me seemed to tilt. Her mother? I hadn't seen her in months. I thought she was fine, living happily in her retirement community. "Why didn't you tell me?" I asked, my voice barely audible. "I wanted to," she sobbed, the tears now flowing freely. "But you've been so stressed with that big project at work. Every time I tried, you were on a call, or exhausted, or just not really there. I didn't want to burden you." Her words hit me like a physical blow. The late nights were her driving 2 hours to her mom's hospice. The constant texting was with her sister, coordinating care, sharing updates, and crying together over the phone. She was creating a secret world of grief. Not because she wanted to exclude me, but because she was trying to protect me. And in my self-absorbed bubble of work and suspicion, I had completely missed it. I had seen her distance as betrayal, not as a desperate attempt to hold herself together while her world was falling apart. I looked at the woman across from me, this incredible, strong, loving woman who was shouldering an unimaginable weight all alone. And I saw her. I really saw her for the first time in years. Not just as my wife, but as a daughter terrified of losing her mother. I saw the exhaustion in her face, the pain in her eyes, the love that made her try to carry it all by herself. The jealousy and anger I had been nursing for weeks evaporated, replaced by a profound and overwhelming sense of shame. I reached across the table and took her hands. They were cold. "Sarah," I said, my own voice thick with emotion, "I am so sorry. I've been a blind fool. I haven't been here for you. I haven't even been paying attention. Let me be there for you now. We're a team. We'll face this together." The relief that flooded her face was something I'll never forget. It was like a dam breaking. For the rest of the dinner, we didn't just talk. We connected. We shared fears, shed tears, and held hands, rediscovering the foundation of our marriage that had been buried under the rubble of assumption and neglect. That dinner changed everything. It wasn't the end of our story. It was a new beginning. We visited her mom together the next day. Holding Sarah's hand as she said goodbye a few weeks later was the hardest thing I've ever done, but I was so grateful I could be her rock, just as she had always been mine. My story is a reminder that sometimes the monster we imagine is just a reflection of our own fears and insecurities. Before you jump to conclusions, look closer, listen harder, ask the questions that matter. You might just find that the person you thought you knew has been waiting for you to truly see them all along. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please give it a like and consider subscribing to the channel for more content like this. Take care of each other.